Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Oma's Taste. Thank you so much for tuning in to watch today's video. So today in the menu is egusi soup. This is a kind of party egusi soup. It doesn't have much water. It was well fried and it was made with chicken. I uploaded recently how I cleaned the fish chicken that I bought from the market, and this is one of the soup that I use it to make. This egusi was so lovely. In fact, it was finished that same day that it was prepared. I hope you find this video interesting. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and let's dive into the video. Thank you so much for tuning in. So to start with, here is bitter leaf that we are going to use it. If you had the opportunity to wash fresh bitter leaf, you will really enjoy it in this egusi soup. You would definitely love it. And in here, I have onion, pepper, ginger, and garlic. I'm going to use this hand grater to grate it. This is a very good advantage. If you don't have light, or you want to save light, or you want to pay less light bill, and you don't have mortar, this hand grinder is very useful. So I'm going to use it and grind the pepper, onion, ginger, and garlic, and this is for the cooking of the chicken. Here they are, and they are looking very well. So these are the chicken that I washed. I have already washed them. I shared it into 3 places, and one of them was used to make ogbono soup, which I have the recipe in this video with Snare in this channel, sorry. And here the chicken, I'm going to be seasoning them. I'm using tuna cubes to season them. I'll add salt to it, and next is to transfer the onion, ginger, garlic, and habanero pepper that I grated. After that, I'll rinse the rubber and stir them to combine very well. This is definitely going to give a very good taste to the chicken. After that, I'll place them on the heat to start cooking without water firstly. And after 7 to 10 minutes, it have cooked without water, and this is how it is. It have released its own juice. Goodness, this chicken was really very nice. Honestly, apart from it being big, it was real organic chicken. So I'm going to stir them and go ahead now and add water to it to boil. I will set it aside. Here I'll be placing water in another clean pot just to parboil little the stockfish and the cut dry fish that we are going to use to cook this soup. If you don't add this to the soup, in fact, it will taste well, but originally the modern recipe of how to cook authentic egusi soup, you need to add stockfish and dry fish in it. So everything has been prepped. I have the egusi here. This is onions, this is salt. I'm using crayfish and local beans. The meat is there, okporoko and dry fish, and here is the palm oil that we are going to use. I'm using dry pepper. I have already added some in the meat, which is a habanero pepper, and this is a bitter leaf. It has freshly washed, it has been freshly washed. So everything is ready, and we are going to dive into the preparation of this soup. So the first thing to do is to use water, a little water. We want to make a paste with the egusi. It will be very easy for you to fry it when you make a paste. Once it is like this, it is perfect for the cooking. We are going to set it aside, and now in a clean pot, we are going to add palm oil. This palm oil is for the frying of the egusi. I'll go in with the iru, which is the locust beans. This will activate the taste. You can add it or not. If you don't have this particular oil beans, you can add ogiri okpeni, which is good. You can also add ogirishi. All of them are nice, and these are native maggi. Yeah. So after adding the locust beans, I went ahead and add onion and crayfish. The taste of this oil is everything now in this kitchen. If you know, you know. Next is to scoop in this egusi. You are going to fry them gently. Reduce your heat if you want to have a very freshly fried egusi and not burnt one. Reduce the heat of your gas and gently fry this. It will take you 10 to 15 minutes to fry this egusi, and once they are very crispy, you will know that this egusi is well fried. They have to be crispy, not the way it is now. No, it have to be crispy and be dangling one. And while you are frying it, if you need water, go ahead and be adding little by little. If you have stock, that will be perfect. If you don't have, you can also use water. You see how this egusi is looking now. This egusi have been fried. So next to do is to add the stock water in it. I'll also add the stock fish so that it will cook in there. The stock fish has very nice taste, so I want everything to be boiling inside the soup now, so it will release its taste to that egusi. It's good that you cook it along now. Stir it very well. I'll cover it for at least 5 minutes on a low heat after adding the remaining ingredients. Now I'm adding the remaining crayfish. I'll add pepper. Test for salt. If you need, you add. So I'll go ahead and add water now, and this is when I will really cover it and allow it to boil for like 5 to 10 minutes. And after that, you go ahead and add your chicken. I have big pot. I would have used big pot for this, but if I have used big pot, maybe I will add so much water. I know what I was doing, so that is why I use this smaller pot, because I know it will cook perfectly 2.5 cups of egusi. But the proteins I added was much than the pot. But don't worry, it's even better because it helped me to add the correct water that I need in this egusi. It was like, in fact, cook and eat. It finished that day. Everything was gone. And it was so enjoyable. Look at the leg of that chicken. Oh my goodness, giant leg. So I'll add everything and stir it a little, cover it again, and add the fresh bitter leaf. Allow it to cook again for like 10 minutes, and this soup is as good as ready. Thank you so much for watching. I so much appreciate it. I hope you enjoy so far watching this video. Don't forget to give it a like, share it if you can, and also comment. I would like to hear your thoughts or share your thoughts in the comment section. And I'll be using a bag to eat this soup. Any other swallow of your choice will be very good, but eba was what I enjoyed most all the time then at home. So this is it, the consistency. You don't want too much water, neither do you want it to be too dry. Yeah, this is it. Perfect, correct egusi, party egusi. Yeah, it doesn't have to be fried with tomato. Sometimes you can do it like this and it comes out so nice. Now the water for the eba is boiled, so I'm going to just turn in the eba and stir it and share the food and everybody enjoy. Please do enjoy the rest of the video, and I will see you in my next one. Okay,